streaming it. I love it. Absolutely love. And you're going to rate it. Well, when you say rating, do you mean in the Twitch way or in a different way? I fucking love this song.
Oh, hello. I didn't see you guys there. Every Thursday I'm in my own little world doing something, just doing something, and all of a sudden, you guys are here again. Hello, how are you? Let me just mute, not that I want to mute Mozzie. I was just watching Red Mozzie. He's playing Rocksmith at the moment. I don't know whether you know it. It's like a game on the computer that's a music game, and you can plug your guitar in it or you can plug your bass into it, and you can like play along to the music, and it's really good. Let me just give Mozzie a shout out, because while we're cooking this evening, maybe you could have Mozzie's stream on in the background and just have a little bit of music going on. Red M-O Z-Z-Y. So that is where you will find Red Mozzie. He's playing some really good tunes tonight. I really enjoy Red Mozzie, and he is a really good IRL streamer too. Good evening, Ukulele Moon. How are you? Good evening, Kim. Good evening, Duck Dog. Good evening, Edgy. Good evening, Slamdor. How is everyone? Good evening, Irascible Sap. How are you? Sausage rolls. Sausage rolls. Yes. Does anyone want a budgie? It's going cheap. Boom, boom. Sausage rolls. We've done sausage rolls before, actually, on Snack Attack. I can't remember when we did it. It was maybe about 9 months ago. Maybe even a year ago. And my friend Simon, he gave me kind of the recipe. He said, "Oh, what you want to do is you want to do this and you want to do that. They are the best sausage." And I'm like, "Well, I don't know. I'll give it a go." And I'll tell you what, I made these sausage rolls, and they were the best sausage rolls that I have ever tasted, ever even seen. They are absolutely out of this world. And I've made them since then. Before, they were really that good. The thing is with these sausage rolls is they are so dead simple. You know when you stop at a garage or you go to the supermarket and you buy a sausage roll in the packet and you get it home, they're really good sausage rolls. You know, even a Greggs sausage roll's fairly, you know, it's all right, or, you know. When I made these sausage rolls, oh my god, they are absolutely out of this world. Shall we head to the kitchen? I think we've got Edgy joining us this evening, and I think someone else said that they were going to join us. I can't remember who. I mean, these sausage rolls are absolutely fantastic. Let's go this way and see what we can do. And remember, stick Mozzie on in the background and we can have a little bit of music while we cook. I need to concentrate though. Listen to this. It's really quiet, isn't it? Everyone's out. Rachel's at work. Abby is back in London. I am here all alone on my own. Look at all these eggs. We need to get rid of some eggs somewhere. That pan can go there. Maybe if I put like that. It's a much better positioning for you guys. Teresa and Matt are also cooking with us too. From what I gather, Edgy just sits in the kitchen having a few beers. It's actually Matt who's the genius chef here. Anna, good evening, how are you? Welcome to the stream. So, Edgy, these sausage rolls are kind of the thing that you can sort of say to your mates when they come round. "Yeah, mate, do you fancy a sausage roll?" They're actually so good that you can make them and have have them cold in your lunchbox. These are absolutely divine. What we need to do is we need to get the pastry out of the fridge, just so that it can go warm a little bit. Again, I'll tell you what, should we, before we get onto pastry, should we have a beer? I'm actually really liking a shandy at the moment. Don't know where my glasses has gone. That's interesting. I'm going to be right back. My glass must be here. Ah, yes. So, you know, Reggie, your mates come round of an evening and you sort of, can you see me? Hello? And, you know, you're sort of having a beer or a shandy in the garden, and suddenly you get really hungry and you're like, oh, yeah, mate, do you fancy a sausage roll? And literally, they take, well, it's not quite a shandy, it's more like a top, but that's good enough. Do you fancy a sausage roll? Yeah, no, they're really dead easy. So we're kind of cheating again on the show. We're using this ready rolled puff pastry, and I think I paid like £1 in Tesco's for it. It was really cheap, and probably the best puff pastry that you're ever going to get in the world. Yes, we do have to preheat the oven. Let's turn the oven on. Let me read what it says on the thingy. I think we probably want the oven at about 180 degrees, maybe, something like that. So yeah, oven on, 180 degrees. Warming up nicely. Good evening, Timber. How are you? So, this recipe, Timber, is so easy. We're going to use this ready rolled puff pastry. You've just got to get it out of the fridge so that it rolls fairly good. I think we're going to do it on the table in a minute. But first, I need to... can you see this? Don't know whether you can see that, really. Can you see that gold shimmer? Let me show you something. I'll tell you what. I'll show you a little bit later. Keep that thought in your head. The gold shimmer on my hand. Did you see it, Anna? Let me just shimmer my hand again. Can you see that? It's very faint. You can just see it a little bit. We will talk about that in a minute. So first off, Edgy, you need to wash your hands. Everyone, whenever you cook, make sure that, you know, you wash your hands. We finished the parcel deliveries earlier and I managed to get lawn mowing, so I've ticked off a few jobs this evening, so we are well on the way. Good evening, Neil. How are you? If you don't know Neil, Neil is the genius behind Happy Hour TV. You can check out Happy Hour TV on Wednesdays, about 8:30, I think. If my memory serves me right. But no, another really good streamer. Okay, Edgy, we've washed our hands. The first thing you need to do is we need a really big bowl. Well, a fairly big bowl. I'm going to put you onto sausage cam. How's about that? Okay, that's cool. So, this recipe is really easy. I am going to be using, I'm going to get out all the ingredients. We're going to be using a packet of sausages, just these finest Tesco's Lincolnshire ones. I'm using the Lincolnshire ones because they've got sort of herbs in them already, but you can actually use any sausage you want. You can use pork and apple, pork and any sausage that is your favourite. You can even use the really cheap Walls ones, but I prefer, you know, something a little bit posher. As we're making these homemade, I'm going to add some chopped onion. That always goes really well, I think, in the sausage rolls. And some sun-dried tomatoes. My friend said to me to add sun-dried tomatoes, and I was a bit like, really? Sun-dried tomatoes in the sausage roll? Now, if you don't like tomatoes, you don't have to add them. But I tell you what, right? When we chop them up with a little pair of scissors and make all the little bits and pieces, I promise you, when you bite into these sausage rolls and you bite into a little bit of that sun-dried tomato, oh my god, it is the best kind of flavour ever. Edgy's not adding the sun-dried tomato, which is absolutely fine. So the first thing that I need to do is I'm going to chop the onion. I should really do it on a chopping board, but I'm just going to do it on a plate. So you want to chop the onion really, really fine. It kind of just wants to dissolve into the sausage meat and not even be an addition, if you know what I mean. So that is the onion. And I'm just going to dice this really finely, I hope. Well, I'm going to try to. Good evening, Kyle. How are you? Welcome to the stream. So the oven should be on, and the onion, I'm just dicing like really, really, really fine now. Because I just want it to kind of disappear into the sausage. I think, yeah, I'll do this half as well. You can add anything you want to the sausage rolls. You can either leave them plain, like Edgy's doing, or you can spice them up with whatever you want. You know, a little bit of added herbs and spices. So the onion's going to go into the bowl. Now I'm going to get the tomatoes, and when I first made these, I was a bit like, not really sure that I like sun-dried tomatoes in a sausage roll, so I only did like a really small amount. But now I know that I really like them, I'm just going to put, I don't know, probably about, I don't know, 5 really good pieces of tomato. I'm just going to get the scissors and chop it up really kind of like small, or as small as I can really. You want maybe some chunky pieces, but it all depends really. Too big, you know, you're just eating maybe bits of whole tomato. But yeah, no, I'm chopping them up really quite sort of bite-sizey, I hope, if that's a word, bite-sizey. I think that's pretty good. So hopefully that is nicely chopped. If you find any lumpy bits that you don't like, you can discard them, but I think these tomatoes seem to be pretty good. So they are going into the bowl as well. Don't need that anymore. I'm just going to wash my hands because they're covered in oil. So that's the only additional things that I'm adding to the sausage rolls, Edgy. Just a little bit of onion and some chopped tomato. And I think actually the chopped tomato is absolutely divine. Now, this is the bit that, you know, you can use any sausage. But get your sausages, Edgy, and just squeeze them out of the skins. Skin was a bit funny. Well, what is going on? You should be able to squeeze them out of the skin quite nicely, but that one, for some reason, Didn't really squeeze out the skin very well. Okay, I might just have to peel these. Normally you can squeeze them out the skin, but I think they might be using different sausage skins at the moment, maybe. They don't seem very strong, these ones. Yeah, no, they just rip. So I'm just going to peel these ones. So get your meat out of the sausage, Edgy. That's really strange. You should be able to. Yeah. There you go, that's easy enough, isn't it? Peel your meat. Peel your sausage. Yeah, I'm just going to actually cut this and peel it that way. So yeah, sometimes the sausage skins are really, really, really tough and you can literally squeeze the meat out, but these ones are quite delicate for some reason. Again, maybe that's a customer thing. Maybe customers don't like a sausage skin, so now they're making them sort of a bit thinner, so you don't get the... So yeah, that's literally the sausage meat going into the bowl. As best I can, I'm getting all of the skin off, or I think I'm getting all of the skin off. How are you going, Edgy? Have you got your how's your sausages? Are they squeezing out all right, or have you got to peel them? So these ones are like, they're terrible. Oh, yours are done. Cool, brilliant. I'll be literally... Matt's pretty good in the kitchen, isn't he? Mind you, I'm here all on my own, and Edgy's got like the help of... he's got 3 in his team. There's poor old DJ slaving away in the kitchen. Right, try that down. Now, whatever ingredients you've got in the bowl, you need to kind of just mash them up together. Make sure all the tomato gets in with the sausage and the onion, and just give it a good old mix. Like squeeze it all together through your fingers. This is really like satisfying. Get it all combined. You want any additional herbs and spices that you've added just to kind of really get in there. And literally that is our sausage meat made into the most delicious meat that's there. This is what we've got. Camera focus. It's just like a big pile of meat with added onion and sun-dried tomatoes. And you can add anything. Like I've said, you can add anything you want. You can add a little bit of cheese. I don't know. The list is endless. But that is our meat. Mixed with our additional sun-dried tomatoes and our onions. Right, I'm gonna just wash my hands, Edgy, because they're really like that was like really, really, really nice. I think we're gonna have to move on to the other work surface now. Good evening, Brindy. How are you? We have literally just made the sausage meat for our sausage rolls. Our oven is on, and we're literally just about to make the sausage rolls. So you've turned up right in time. I'm going to move over to the table. I'm just going to give the table a bit of a wipe. nice clean table to do sausage rolls on. What is? Be Me a Bobcat, thank you for the host, dude. Okay, let me move you guys over this way and we can kind of get into sausage roll action. Do you want to be high or do you want to be low? Maybe high might be good. Yeah, that might be better actually. Okay, let's get you onto the table a little bit more. Okay, so I'm going to bring over with me the chat because the chat is the most important. This will make Timber 6 good ones. All I've bought this ready rolled puff pastry from Tesco's. Let me have a look at the box, see if there's any measurements on. No, it doesn't give me any measurements on the box, but I thought it might do. No, but it will make 6 really good sized sausage rolls. You're going to need your baking tray now, Edgy. We're also going to need our greaseproof paper. We probably actually want to measure, let's put you a bit like that, I think. You want to measure your greaseproof paper for the baking tray and just rip it so that it kind of fits. Just a bit like that. It doesn't matter, I don't think, if it hangs over the edge. It's only just maybe a bit of wasted paper. That's literally all it is. Okay, so I'm going to put that just to the back of my kitchen table and I'm going to get out this chopping board actually. Time for pastry. Okay, this is the ready rolled pastry that I got from Tesco's. It's literally, it costs I think maybe £1.50. And literally all you're going to do is roll it out onto, we're going to do this in 2 halves. We're going to do 3 and 3 I think. I think that's what I did last time. If I cut it like that, is it like that? How am I going to do this? If I cut it like that. Oh no, actually I think we're only making, are we making 4? Or are we making 6? I think we're making 4, to be honest. 4 really good size, man-sized sausage rolls. So I think we're going to cut it in half like that, half again. Yeah, now that is what we're going to do. But you can actually make as many sausage rolls as you want. So I'm going to roughly cut the pastry, Edgy, in half, just like this, with your really sharp knife, something like that. And then we're going to cut it again in half this way. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. Okay, and then we're going to cut it in half this way. These are like man-size lunch portion sausage rolls. That's what they are. Okay, what you need to do with your sausage mixture now then is you need to kind of divide it up into 4 equal portions. Now, when the sausage rolls are made, we can actually chop them in half again and turn it into 8 kind of maybe more snacky size sausage rolls. But at the moment, we're going to go for man-sized sausage rolls. Okay, so I'm going to cut my mixture into half, or roughly half. And then I'm going to cut each portion into half again. And that is hopefully... so that's our sausagey mixture. I think at this stage, Edgy, you need a fork. Because I'll show you what the fork's for. We're just going to have to... I wonder if this will... Oh, no. Need to move you back. Okay, that's better. Okay, now I've got the mixture into 4 quarters. What we need to do, Edgy, is pick up one of your balls of sausage meat and literally make it back again into a sausage. And I think the first one we're going to do is we're going to do this one up here. And then place it, you want to place it maybe about a quarter of the way up your pastry. You want to leave a little bit of an edge so that you can fold it down. Can you see that? I've left it, it's about a centimetre, I think. And then just spread your sausage meat out all the way down. So it's got a nice even sausage all the way down, just like that. Easy peasy. Then all we're going to do, Edgy, is get your piece of pastry. We're going to pull it a little bit forward and just fold it over. Get it right to the edge. Close it just like a sausage roll would be. And then with your fork, just press the edge to seal it. Not too hard, just enough to crunch it down and give it a little bit of a pattern. That's all you want to do. And then that can go on the baking tray. Literally, I'll show you, Edgy. This is my first sausage roll. That's what we've got in there. I've crimped it down with the fork at the edges. And that's the other end. So the sausage kind of goes to the end, and I'm going to put it on the baking tray. Just facing like that. Beautiful. So that is literally what we're doing, Edgy. Get your next bit of meat. Again, make it into a sausage-shaped bit of sausage meat. And literally spread it down the line. So that you've got a nice equal dollop of sausage meat all the way down your pastry, or yeah, pastry. And there you have it, one more sausage roll. Fold your pastry over. I need to make that a bit thinner. Okay. Fold your pastry over and seal the edge. If it doesn't go quite over, just... It really doesn't matter that it might go a little bit dodge, because what we're making is we're making homemade sausage rolls. And I think the more dodge they look as they come out the oven, the more homemade they look in total. I'm actually we're gonna make 8. I'll leave this one back. I'm gonna chop this one in half like that. And this one I'm gonna chop in half, just like that. So there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, it's not quite 8. So this is my first 4 sausage rolls. I need another baking tray now and some more paper, but that's fine. And I'm just going to make the other 2 sausage rolls. Let me get the trays. Where is that other tray? Oh, that'll do. That's my tray. I'll just need a bit of paper. How you doing, Edgy? Oh, timber. I could, if you were a neighbour, I would actually give you some sausage rolls. So again, just get your sausage meat. It's really easy. 1 handful of sausage meat. Timber, you are so wishing right now that you went to Tesco's and got some sausages. Just place it on your next bit of puff pastry and spread the concoction out. And again, your sausage concoction can be anything. It can be the cheapest sausage that you like. It can actually be, you know, a finest type sausage. You can add whatever you want, really, you can. And that is sausage roll number, this is going to be number 4, 5. This is going to be 5 and 6. Again, get your pastry, tuck it all the way over, and Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt. And then, literally with your fork, just crimp the edges. Get your knife. They are quite manly sausage rolls, aren't they? They definitely do need to be cut in half. But I think that is an alright size sausage roll. You know, I've got reasonable size hands, and that's an alright sausage roll, isn't it? That's like, I think if you're hungry, 3 bites. How are your sausage rolls doing, Edgy? Oh, yours are all done. Fucking hell, I've got to stop talking so much. Right, the last bit of my sausage meat. Okay, going into my thing.
DJ Technique in the mix. I love it, and when he goes, I follow him wherever he may go.
Oh, you got a double alert. Thank you for the follow, Thanksy. Welcome to the stream. You've joined us on Snack Attack night. I don't always do cooking. The next super cool stream that you want to look out for is we are going to London. I am going to be dressing as the Gold Man. We've hit 100 YouTube subscribers, and that was kind of the promise that I made everyone, that if we hit 100 YouTube subscribers, we would end up in London doing something really fun for the day. So I'm just, again, crimping the side of this sausage roll, and it really, actually, I think the more it looks rubbish, the better it is, because it looks homemade. And when these come out the oven, you are going to see how homemade these are looking. So again, these are 2 manual. Just cut it in half onto the baking tray, and Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt. Okay, let me just clean this out of the way, and I'll show you what we're going to do next. Edgy, you're going to need your egg. Crack your... I'm just washing my hands as well, sorry. Crack your egg into a cup or something and get your pastry brush. Get your pastry brush. Let me get my eggs. Where's my eggs? Where's my chickens? Ah, okay, right. 27, 26, 24, 25. I think that's the oldest egg. So I'm just getting an egg, cracking it into a cup, and have I got a fork there? Yeah, okay, cool. where's my pastry brush? We don't even know where my pastry brush is now. Oh, that's really, ah, there it is. Cool. So get your egg in the egg cup. You can use any old fork you want because it's all going in the oven to be cooked. Just whisk your egg up so that it's all like one mixture. And get your sausage rolls. This is what they should look like, Edgy. And I think at this stage you can either leave them plain like this, or you can get a bit fancy and maybe do a couple of sort of slices on the top like that. Just be really gentle. You don't cut through. This is going to make it look maybe either really bad or a little bit professional. So that, you probably, should we try one that way, see what that looks like? Oh, actually, I'm going to do them all that way. So just do a few little cuts on the top like that to make it kind of look a little bit kind of chefy, a little bit professional. Inuvik, thank you for the 5 bits. And then with your mixed up egg, just give them a really good covering. Get all those little cracks and nooks all covered with delicious egg wash. I don't know whether it is delicious, but it's got a really gorgeous colour. I quite like yellow. Oh, yellow's like the gold colour. So yeah, give your sausage rolls a really good coating of egg. I should be able to keep up with you on this one, Edgy, if I keep not talking. Can you see? I'll bring that a little bit closer in a minute, so hopefully you can see the yellowness. But I think as well, Edgy, the more kind of like your kids have made them, the better these sausage rolls are going to taste. So this is the one lot of sausage rolls covered in egg. I don't know whether you can see the colour really that well. I'm just going to put it over here for a second. And this is our second tray. Can you... They're plain. Oh yeah, it did come out a little bit yellow, didn't it? Okay. And then just give these ones a really good covering as well with egg. And these will freeze as well, so if you aren't going to eat 8 sausage rolls, Edgy will eat all these 8 sausage rolls by tonight. There won't be any left for tomorrow. But you know, if you can't eat 8 sausage rolls like this, you can freeze all of them if you want and bring them out day by day. But that is lit. Ah, I didn't do the... Oh, okay, we've got some plain and some with a crossy bit. We've got a comparison now. Oh, that's a bit annoying. Okay, so there's the plain ones. I'm a bit disappointed in that. Why didn't anyone tell me? Okay, they're the plain ones. And these ones are the crossed ones. The crossed ones, I think, are going to be the better ones. And they're the crossed ones. Can you see the crosses? Cool. Edgy. These go into the oven now on, I think, 180 degrees. We're probably looking at the time it takes for a sausage to cook. So I'm thinking maybe about half an hour. Let's put you there. And I'm going to move this shelf down. And put you guys there. Okay, cool. 180 degrees for half an hour. I'm going to set the timer. 1, 2, 3. Cool. 30 minutes. 30 minutes on timer. Right, move your bowl over here. I can put you down on a small tripod now because this is where we get to chill for 30 minutes. This is where Rachel will be saying, DJ, you've got to tidy the kitchen now. And I'll be like, oh, I don't want to tidy the kitchen. DJ wasn't made for tidying kitchen. What's this? Oh, that's the big paper. DJ wasn't made for tidying kitchens. Okay. Let's have a quick catch up on chat. Do you reckon Edgy's going to eat all 8 sausage rolls? Let's move you down. Okay, so the 8 sausage rolls are in the oven. I'm just looking at my kitchen, in the picture, making sure it's all nice and tidy. The 8 sausage rolls are in the oven, and I'm going to eat like loads of these, Edgy, I promise you. They won't last. I see Mr. Frilly is misbehaving again. Is Mr. Frilly behaving? Mr. Frilly, behave yourself. Kim, they do look good, don't they? The sausage rolls. Ah, no, it's good that Teresa's taken... Oh, I promise you... Right, let me have a word with Teresa now. Teresa, now you've made these sausage rolls. These were really easy, weren't they? And I know that I'm waffling around and you're probably like waiting, going, yeah, well, we've done our sausage meat now. We're waiting for you, DJ. Come on. But I promise you, these are really easy, aren't they? You will see, Teresa, that when they come out the oven, these are going to look like the best sausage rolls ever. Forget the Walls ones or the Ginsters ones that come out the packet. You know, they look all right. You will never go back to one of these sausage rolls. Oh, Timber, these sausage rolls, mate, you wait until they come out the oven. It always takes me a little bit longer on Snack Attack because I kind of waffle a bit and I don't really concentrate on what I'm doing. But I reckon that if I didn't have to talk to chat and I just focused on what I was doing, you could probably do it in literally... half an hour. Half an hour and they'd be in the oven. Easy. Maybe even quicker than that. Okay, where are we? Duck Dog. Duck Dog, hold that thought. Irreskibble Sap, they're in the oven. Do you want to have a look? Not sure how many minutes have gone on the timer, but they don't really look very sausage rolly at the moment. Right, this is a really, 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 really important part of the show. This part of the show is called... This part of the show is called Crisp or Crunch. This is a new thing that I'm doing today. Crisp. That's good, that is. I thought of that really like just now on the spot. Crisp or crunch. Okay, a couple of days ago, I think maybe yesterday. Was it yesterday? I think it was yesterday. One of the community, a really good member of the community, he's been with us now for quite a while, I think maybe since Christmas, Duck Dog. Duck Dog really kindly donated to the channel yesterday, I think. £5.40. And what he requested is he requested a crisp comparison thing. So that's where crisp or crunch comes from. He wanted to compare Space Raiders with a really famous British crisp called Trevor. Now, Trevor is also known as this brand of crisps. Now, Trevor, I really like Trevor's. Trevor's are like my favourite crisp. So we've got a taste test between Trevor's And the Duck Dog, right? I had a real problem here. Because the problem that I had is you wanted Space Raiders, and the only Space Raiders that I could find in any shop, now the best ones I think are pickled onion flavour, but the flavour that I could find only was beef. So I don't know whether it's really a... see, I think if it was pickled onion, the pickled onion Space Raiders would win, hands down. But here you go. We've got 1 pack of beef Space Raiders, and we've got 1 pack of cheesy Trevors. Cheesy Trevors, or beefy Raiders. So that's what we've got to taste test. So the pickled Irreskibble Sap agrees that the pickled onion ones are the best, and I think that if we had pickled onion Space Raiders, they would win even without coming out the packet. So, what we're going to do about this Duck Dog, let's compare packets. You know, we've got probably, let me tell you how many minutes we've got time to do this Crisp or Crunch. We've got 24 minutes for Crisp or Crunch. Okay, so these are both multi-packs from Tesco's. They're not a diet pack, they're not an extra large pack, they are just literally standard packets of crisps that come from Tesco's. The Trevors, okay, the Trevors are 60, I don't know where the camera is, probably over here a bit. Come and focus. You gonna focus? No? Maybe if I get out of the way. These ones are 16.5 grams. And the Space Raiders, wow. These are 11.8 grams. So I suppose they're similar in weight, but you definitely get more in a packet of Trevors. Trevors are winning so far. So maybe we should make a chart. I've got a piece of paper here. And we're going to make a chart. Okay. So for weight, okay, we've got Trevors and we've got Space Raiders. I'm just going to call them Trevors and Space. So this is our chart so far. Okay, we've got the weight, and at the moment, Trevors are 11.8 grams and Trevors are 16.5 and Space Raiders are 11.8. So, Trevors get a tick and Space get a cross. Okay. I suppose the next thing we could maybe do is design of packet. Now, the design of the packet on these, it's quite colourful. I think if you'd go into a shop and you'd see those, you'd go, ah, Trevors. So I think maybe the packaging on this is quite bright and quite colourful. The Space Raiders. I think that being this black colour, and the pickled onion ones are green, I believe, maybe green and yellow, whereas these are red and yellow. I think if you saw these in a shop shelf and you saw them, you'd be like, what would you go for? You'd probably go for this colour than that colour, wouldn't you? I don't know. Should we have a vote in chat? If you had to pick this packet of crisps just by colour or packet design, what would you go for? Would you go for 1 for Space or 2 for Trevors? 1 for Space or 2 for Trevors? Come on, you choose. You choose. 1 for Space, 2 for Trevors. Okay, I think we're going to go for the design for... Okay, so for the packet design, we're going to call that design. Oh, two's actually coming back. Two's coming back. Let's have a quick. Oh, I don't know. I think two's actually winning here. Let's have a quick count up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 ones, and maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 twos. So I think Space Raiders have won. So that is a big tick for Space Raiders. And Trevor's. So far for weight and design, we're a 50-50 split. They are even Stevens. Okay, let's open. Let's start with the lower value. So as I open them, they don't really smell of anything. I thought I might get a really nice waft of beef, but I haven't. Okay, let's... Oh, so this is aroma, okay. So as I open the Wotsits, I mean Trevor's, I didn't mean to do that. Trevor's, when I open the Trevor's, they smell the same. I was thinking these might be cheesy, but they're not. Oh, they're the same. They're the same. So that is, I think... I think they're actually the same. There is no difference in aroma. The cheese ones don't smell cheesy and the beef ones don't smell beefy. So that one, I think, is a cross for both of them, really. That's a cross for both of them. So far on our little chart, we've got Trevor's coming in at 1 out of 3, and we've got Space Raiders coming in at 1 out of 3 as well. So it's very close at the moment, very close. Oh, Drunken Master, I think that the pickled onion ones are the better flavour, though. Crisp or Crunch is brought to you this evening very proudly by the Duck Dog USA. You can find the Duck Dog USA in every garage and supermarket across the US. Remember, get your duck dogs. Oh, sorry, we just had a quick commercial break there by our sponsor. Tonight's sponsor was the Duck Dog. So, okay, we've got Space Raiders. Let's do look. Aesthetics. I can't spell aesthetics, so I'm going to put looks. Looks. Okay. So, going into the Space Raider packet, there... Oh, actually, let's have a look in the packet. In the packet, we've got about this many crisps. So, not really that many. And when you bring one out, this is what they look like. Little Space Raiders. So, they look quite... They do look a little bit like the packet. They're quite similar, aren't they? I'd give them, for looks, probably... They're quite pretty good. Okay. Now for the Trevor's. The Trevor's, when you open the packet looks really, really full. I know it's got like, how many? 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. It's got 4 grams more Trevor's in this packet than it has Space Raiders. But the packet looks really, really full. Like, almost like, well... I definitely would go for Trevor's over Space Raiders any day of the week. When you get them out of the packet, they've got a little bit of a bend to them. And they're quite colourful. They're very colourful compared with these ones. Oh! This one looks quite potatoey. And this one looks very... maybe carnival, is that a word? And you put them together and you can really see a colour difference. And do they look like they do on the packet? I think they do, you know, so I can't really decide here, because I would probably say that for looks, they both look like they're advertised. What's for me, because they're more yellow. Can we have a vote in chat again? 1 for Whatsits and 2 for Space Raiders. I think Whatsits because of their colour. These ones have got a pretty good shape, but they just don't do it for me. 1 for Trevor's and 2 for Space Raiders. I think we're 1 for Whatsits. Trevor's. 1 for Trevor's, 1 for Trevor's. Right, okay, so Trevor's are 1. And yeah, definitely everyone is voting 1. So yeah, that's definitely, and Space Raiders are across. So coming in at the end of the round, Trevor's are 2 out of 4 and Space Raiders are 1 out of 4. So clearly at the moment, Trevor's are winning. Drunken Master, Trevor's are these. These are what we call Trevor's. What do you mean that's a funny chart? What's wrong with my chart? What's wrong with that chart? Brindy, right, I need my teacher now. Brindy, are you here? Is Brindy here still? Oh, I've seen Brindy in chat. She's here. I need Brindy. Come on, Brindy. Can you just stop teaching for a moment? Leave the children to do their lessons, and I need your help. Miss Brindy. But B for the chart. See, Drunken Master? B for the chart. It is a chart, isn't it, Brindy? It's a chart, isn't it? Right, cool. I'm glad we've got there. Woohoo! It's a chart. Okay. So, how about crunch? Crunch. Let me find something to crunch it with. A rolling pin. This will do. Look at that. This is the cruncher. Okay, I'm going to do this again, actually. I really like Crisp Crunch. Crisp Crunch is the new feature. I'm getting really hot now. Is the new feature that comes with... I better not do it on Rachel's tablecloth, or she'll go loopy at me. She really will go loopy. Okay. Crisp or Crunch. Okay, right. This is where it really comes down to it. Okay, so here you go. Are you listening? Let me get you closer, actually. Let me take you out of here. Right, are you listening? Where are you? Oh, there. Are you listening? You ready? This is Trevor's. Okay. How was that? Remember? Now this one. I'll do it with this side so it's a fair test. Okay. Listen. You listening? Ready? Okay. That was the crunch test. It's quite a good cruncher, isn't it? That's what they look like after a crunch. That's a Space Raider. You can still see the face. And that is a Trevor. You can still see the shape. So after the crunch test, they did quite well, didn't they? So that was pretty good. I think for the crunch test, I thought Quantum Wasted that the space were crunchier. Personally, I am actually with you, Quantum Wasted. Space Raiders are way more crunchy than Whatsits. Trevor's. Sorry, I didn't mean to say that. Okay, right. What was this? The crunch test. The crunch test. But we could bite them as well for a crunch test. Okay, let's get a new one. Okay, this is a new Trevor, and this is a new Space Raider. Okay, now we're gonna do the crunch test with teeth. Okay. The crumb test. Okay, that's pretty good. Right, let's do the crunch test. Yeah, quite crunchy. Now for the Trevors. Okay. Yeah. Right. The decision is final. I would ask for your help, chat, but I think that I can decide this easily on the crunch test. Space Raiders have won. Space Raiders, I think, under the cruncher, they definitely packed a bigger crunch. Trevor's didn't really do very well under the crunch test. And in the mouth, they were quite Trevor's were quite soft. They were a bit kind of puffy. They were like, you didn't get much of a crunch, so Trevor's don't win on that one. Okay. The Trevors were silent. They were definitely silent. I don't think they were... What do you mean I can't use puffy? Puffy's like a pillow. Like puffy. Like, you'd puff your pillows, wouldn't you? Or puff your pillow? I don't know. I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. Okay, the crumb test. We've done the crunch test. Now this is the crumb test. Okay, so imagine this, guys. You're in bed. You're secretly eating your Space Raiders. Because remember, when you've gone to bed, you've already brushed your teeth and you're all ready. Okay, the crumb test. Let's get you down here. Onto there. Can you see that? Okay. Right, I'm going to... This is how we're going to do the crumb test. I'm going to break it. There's no crumbs there as a break. I'm going to break it again. There's one tiny crumb. I don't know whether you saw that. Let's do this one as well. See what we get. Yeah, still no crumbs. And I suppose if you... what about if you accidentally lent one in bed like that? I suppose it doesn't really crumb very well, does it? Okay. Now for the Trevors. Let's put that to one side for a moment. The Trevors, okay. Oh yeah, fewer crumbs is better. You're right, Drunken Master. Okay, now for the Trevors. What we did is we just snapped the others. And that did already 3 kind of crummy bits. Very small. I don't know whether you can see those. Let's do this one as well. Trevors are very crummy, I think. And if you accidentally, I suppose, drop one... it did go very crummy. Okay, so I think for crumbs, Space Raiders is the winner. They've got another tick. And unfortunately, Trevor, you've got a cross. Do you want a Trevor, Milo? No? Right, let me have a look. Let's have a look in the timer. 6 minutes left. Let me have a quick look at these. Oh, wow. Wow. I think I'm just going to swap my shelves over quickly, just so that they get an equal bake. Look at me, I sound like half professional, don't I? these ones are going to go onto the bottom shelf for a moment, and then these ones are going to go on the top shelf. Okay, Edgy, I've just turned my sausage rolls around. I perhaps should have done it maybe 10 minutes ago, but I didn't. Okay. So, for the crumb test, Space Raiders were the best. Now, this is the taste. Let's put you back on me. Sorry, I was getting a bit hard to take my jumper off. A taste test. Taste. Okay, Duck Dog. I hope that this is just what you wanted. And this is going to be a new feature, I think. Crisp or crumb. Crisp or crumb. Okay, taste test. Let's go for the Trevors. Now, I'm gonna go for sort of, I don't know, 2 of these, just to sort of get a real kind of taste. The naked shell, not quite naked. Okay, right, straight in. They're not bad. They're quite cheesy. And actually, I kind of want to go back for a second taste. They really are quite cheesy. Yeah, they've got a really good cheese flavour, so we're going to leave that as that at the moment. A Space Raiders. Space Raiders. Okay. These are quite big, I think, compared with Trevor's. These are quite big compared. Oh no, they're about the same. Okay, so we'll go for 2 of these as well then. But I think no, I don't know. Definitely a better crunch. They've got a really good beefy flavour. But I think the beefy flavour kind of disappears quite quickly. Let me just have another go. They're all right, but I think the beefy flavour kind of goes quite quickly. Trevor's. I just need to have another. I think it's Trevor's, to be honest. You put them in your mouth, you taste them, and the flavour kind of, once you've swallowed, kind of just lingers on a little bit more. Whereas the Space Raiders, although it's got a good flavour, I think the flavour's kind of almost gone before you've even swallowed. So, where's my pen? For the Trevors, they get a 1. And for the Space Raiders, they don't get 1. I think that is it for the test. Ah, no. I've got it. The last thing on the list. Okay, now I'm going to eat these crisps a little bit later. So I'm not going to waste them. That's why I've got the bowl, and they can go there for a moment. The last thing on the test, okay. Now, who can guess what this one is? Ah, cost. To be honest, I don't know what the cost of these were. I know that for a multi-pack of these, 8 bags... Oh, that's our timer. I'm just going to leave that cooking for a moment. for these 8 bags, which were 11.8 grams, they were 99p. And I don't know how much the Trevors are. Okay, the last thing, so we won't do cost. The last thing on the list is Bang Test. Bang Test. The Bang Test. You lot are going, what do you mean a Bang Test? The Bang Test, right. The Bang Test is, right, you get the bag and you just give it a little bit of a blow like this. And that didn't bang very well. I'm going to give it another, we'll give it 3 goes. Okay. The bag is actually quite tough. That was more of a kind of a, I don't know, it didn't really bang. Right, this is the last one. Let's try it again. Right, okay, so that bag didn't bang very well. Now this one's a much smaller bag, but it feels thinner. What do you mean it reminds you of Mr. Bean? I think that's a louder kind of, but the bags are still quite tough. Yeah, that one's still louder, but it won't bang. These bags won't bang. They're not like bags of old days, are they? No, no bag banged, but I think that was the better one, wasn't it, than this one? So I'm going to give this one half a point because A, it didn't bang, but it was the better one. So you can have a half a point. And you get 0. Right, the results are in. Well, they're not quite. Okay. The results are in. The results are in. Okay, so this week on Crisp or Crunch, we've got the results in. We tested a variety of different tests between Space Raiders, beef flavour, and Trevors, that are cheesy flavour. The results are in. Let me try and do this like that. Space Raiders this week are the unanimous winner with 3.5 points, and only really managing the half point through the bang test that didn't really even pass. So this week, congratulations, Beef Space Raiders are the winner. Well done, Beef Space Raiders. Right, now on to the real business of Snack Attack. Let me get out. Let's actually not put really hot stuff on our plastic chopping boards. Let's go over to here where the cooker is metal. Edgy, how are your sausage rolls looking? I'm literally going to be bringing my... Oh, wow, these are literally done. Oh, look at this. There you go. What? Let's put some light on this. Oh my word, let's move that out of the way. We have completed another week of Snack Attack. Let's move you a little bit closer. I don't know whether you can hear these. Can you hear them like bubbling? Basically, this is a sausage roll, Edgy. I really hope that you've enjoyed this evening. What I'm going to do, actually, before we go any further, is I'm going to put them onto a cooling rack. That that's kind of our next stage, Edgy. So let me put you guys just here, hopefully. Okay. And get a fish slice, Edgy. Unless you're really, really brave. And literally onto the cooling rack. So, the pastry at Tesco's, I think, was £1.50. The sausages, and you can buy any sausages you want, were probably, again, maybe £1.50. I did add some additional ingredients. You know, we could probably, I don't know, chuck in an extra 50 pence for those additional ingredients. There's a bit of pastry brush there. But I don't even think that the additional ingredients were 50 pence. So, for £3, shall we say? For £3, we have 8 sausage rolls that look just like that. Edgy. How are yours looking? Are yours looking just as good, man? Taste-O-Vision, guys. Taste-O-Vision does still work tonight. I'm going to give you your 15 seconds of Taste-O-Vision. Remember, the sausage rolls that are hot. Lick the screen exactly where you see those sausage rolls, and you will get the full flavour of what I've done tonight. Let me just press this magic code. Beep, 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 beep. Okay, you've got 15 seconds, guys. And there you have it. There is your 15 seconds of Taste-O-Vision. Looking at the sausage rolls, the ones that I put the crosses on just over here, they don't really look much difference to these ones over here. So I'd probably say that next time I wouldn't even bother crossing them. It just kind of maybe looked good as we were doing them. That is what we've got. 8 sausage rolls. They are super delicious. Probably super healthy as well. I don't know whether they are super healthy or not. £3. So £1.50 for these. £1.50 for 4, 75p for 2. What are we talking? We're talking 40 pence. 40 pence a sausage roll. Will anyone in chat give me 40 pence for a sausage roll? 40 pence for a sausage roll, eh? That is bargain price. Absolute bargain. I probably do need a Taste-O-Vision emote. Timber's there with 40p any day. Okay, right. The time that it took to cook was half an hour. The time that I think it took to prepare was maybe 45 minutes. But I think we could narrow that down. We could probably make the mixture in 10 minutes, to be honest, and get them in the oven within 15. Kaz has got her Tesco's discount, so 40 pence now turns into 35 pence. If anyone can argue with 35 pence for one of these sausage rolls, I mean, you cannot go wrong there, can you? You cannot go wrong there. 36 pence, okay. I hope that I've inspired some people to do sausage rolls. Timber, I hope that I see you on your stream eating your lunch. And nice homemade sausage rolls. Let's have a look actually at the edges that we crimped down. Look at the homemade authenticity there. These are really absolutely out of this world. Right, let's go and find someone super cool to raid. I am so sorry that I've taken up all your time this evening. But there is... I wonder if Mozzie's still streaming. Because Mozzie was doing... Oh, yeah, he's still streaming. Let's go and raid Mozzie, shall we? And, yeah, tell him all about the sausage rolls. / raid. The raid is working. Cool. Okay, no, that's really good that Mozzie is streaming. Kaz, I definitely am not a master chef. What I enjoy is I enjoy being in the kitchen, and sometimes it don't look good, but it definitely tastes good. Sometimes it looks good and tastes pretty grim. But I think that's what half of cooking is about, is kind of failures and sometimes a success, and I definitely think tonight was a success. We started off the show with me listening to Mozzie. Mozzie is a really good streamer. He does a lot of Rocksmith at the moment, and you will find him out doing IRL. So please, please, please go into his channel, send loads of DJ love, give him a follow if you're not already giving him a follow, and I will see you tomorrow for some more parcel deliveries. And we've hit 100 subs on the YouTube channel, so we're going to be going up to London as the Gold Man. Watch this space for more information. Guys, until tomorrow, I'll see you later.